We also appreciate people who send us. Whoop. That was fabulous. Epic fail. Hey, and welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys drink what y'all pick. So please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section or email me bourbonblindtasting@gmail.com, and I will get your bottle on the show as fast as possible, permitting that we have the bottle. With that, the guys are going to drink what's poured in their glass without knowing exactly what it is. And then they're going to give you a price point on what they're willing to pay for it without the hype of the label. Tonight's bottle comes from Lee Burlington. He's the one that requested this one. We appreciate it. It is Michter's Toasted Barrel. One of my favorites. I really like this bottle. It's super nice. We're doing all of my favorites tonight. There we go. So if you like what you see, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're looking for a group of wonderful people to talk bourbon about without drama, go on and head on over to Facebook, Bourbon Blind Nation. Also, if you absolutely love us and want to check out what is in our Patreon, you can go ahead and hit that link. Besides that, we're going to see what the guys think of Michter's Toasted Barrel. And yeah, I'm going to go get them because now I got my bag.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Mick.
Mick's here with us again, second week in a row. Thank you, sir. Boom.
Boom.
So, the color on this is fantastic.
Oh, it is. It's nice. Golden amber.
The nose on it is even
nose on
better.
it is a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I think I'd pay $100 for that candle.
Oh, man. I'd like to tell you about the legs, but there are none. It's just...
I was wondering about that.
Oh, there goes a couple.
Are they
now.
just stuck and they're just not running?
There's a couple now, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a bead along the top that is... So after we've told you how good it is, that is just brown sugar, burnt sugar, caramel, molasses.
For days.
Leather. Maybe some like really dark, almost like a plum.
Dark fruit.
Very, very dark
Very
fruit.
dark fruit. But it's more golden. It doesn't look that dark in the glass. It's just a nice glowing golden.
But that is, wow.
Baking spice again. But definitely the sweet, dark fruit notes on the nose.
And like I said, all of those burnt sugar, dark sugar, everything. Oh, I'm getting in here.
Yeah. Try to hold out on that any longer.
Like, sir.
Not sure what to think of that, but it's getting stolen.
Oh, man. That's really good.
When someone starts running away with your bourbon, that's a good sign. That is pretty good.
So second sip. Again, don't judge a book by its cover.
Just not getting any ethanol on it.
No ethanol, lots of flavor. Not quite as dark on the palate as it is on the nose. You still get those like burnt sugar, brown sugar, but it's not quite as that depth of darkness that the nose had. But that being said,
a lot of sugars on the palate. It's sweet.
It makes you want to go back for more. Mm-hmm. Like, the finish doesn't hang on for days, but at the same time, like, it's just long enough for you to be like, ooh, I want a little more of that. Yep. Like, I want to go back for another one of those.
Yeah, it's so delicious when you first taste it, but then the finish just wanes right off really quickly. So you're like, oh, I want some more of that.
Oh, man. That is...
It's amazing how light it is as far as just very low ethanol, but a lot of flavor.
That's... Oh, man. So I'll put a little bit of water in here. Just... Because you never know. You never... Oh, that was a little more than I anticipated.
That's proof down to about 30.
Man, that... I keep going somewhere between like a couch pour and like a special occasion drink. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so damn good. You want to keep going back for it.
For me, I find it's very forward, very sweet, upfront, just, and then it's just waning off so much on the back.
Mm. With the water, it's meh. It didn't destroy it. It didn't hurt it. It just brought everything down some.
Let's see what I can do. Ooh. That's the theme for the night.
Also 30 proof. So yeah, with the water, it didn't hurt it, but it didn't do it any favors either.
Makes it taste younger. You get the more dusty corn on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I
didn't pick that up, but
I did water it down a little bit. There's nothing wrong with it. For me, I'm trying to find the nuances, the faults in it, and I just can't find them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't quite get that dusty corn, but at the same time, like it didn't destroy it by any means.
It's almost...
that nose is just...
It is, isn't it?
God. Oh, man.
I guess that might be one of the things is the nose is building up such expectation, and the palate's very good, but it just doesn't live up to the expectation of the nose right now. I'll give it a second to breathe.
Yeah, that nose is just... Oh, gosh, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
It's
almost too...
even keel, like...
Yeah, too well balanced. I'm not sure.
I wish it had a little more oomph.
A little peppery note, a little spice, a little kick in it.
It's just something sticking out. Like, it is insanely well balanced.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's almost too well balanced.
Yeah. So, when people say, oh, that's so smooth, and people are like, well, smooth is almost a dirty word.
Right.
When you say smooth about your bourbon, you want something with a kick. This is almost too smooth. Very easy to drink.
Mm-hmm.
But it also actually has a it has a decent mouthfeel on it. Doesn't feel like it's young, where it just...
No.
When you get that ethanol-y...
But not super aged
burn.
either.
No.
So I'm trying
This is a tough one.
It is really, really tough. Like, I keep going between would I pay $50 for it because it's so smooth and well balanced, or would I pay $150 for it because it's just so good and there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I'm having a hard time putting a price tag on that.
I put $100 price tag on the nose right out the gate.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. But
I've had bourbons before where I've just gone, man, then on the nose, and then you taste it and you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. This one's quite the opposite. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with it.
No. Like I said, I just wish it had more oomph. Like, it just needs a little more something.
I'm going to guess the proof is around 90.
Yeah. I would be really, really surprised if it's over 100.
Yep.
Really surprised.
Yep.
I think in that 90, 94 proof area. And, man, that's
just so easy to drink.
For
really is.
lack of a better product, because I'm all over the place on this. $75. Nick would pay $20.
I mean, it's good.
It is like.
I'm right around 40.
And see, like, that sounds right, too. Like, like I said, like, if you had said $150, I'd be like, I could see
why
that.
not? Yeah.
If you said $40, like, I could see that. Like, it's just, it's a conundrum. It is.
Up front, when I first taste it, you pour it in your mouth, you're just like, it's like nectar. It's more like nectar. It's not spicy. It's not in your face.
It's almost like the more you drink it, the easier it is to drink.
Well, I'm getting a little cinnamon on the back now. Just a little touch of like a cinnamon. But no, I'm sticking, I think, around 40. I'd be happy if I paid 40 for this.
Yeah. Like I said, my brain is all over the place on this.
Couldn't agree more.
So,
This
anyway.
is one you might just have to try.
See what this is.
Michter's.
US1 toasted barrel finish.
Oh, wow.
Corey Mavi in the nation sent this over to us. So thank you, Corey. So this is the toasted barrel finish, and it is 86 proof.
There you go. Yep.
And it has a lot of flavor for an 86
For an
proof.
86 proof?
It's got a lot of flavor for an 86 proof.
Yeah, that's up there. Proof and flavor. Mm-hmm. That's got a lot of flavor. So, interestingly, I was talking to one of my friends today, and I was asking him, I said, can you look around and see if you can get me this exact bourbon? I said, I heard good things about it, and I can see why now. It's very well balanced, very smooth, very sweet. I guess that's the toasted.
Yep, it is the toasted.
I think
finish.
we talked about that up front. We talked about it's almost like it's got that sweetness of a something like a 1910 or a double oaked. So it does have something in there to add that sweetness out of it, but it's very good.
Yeah, the nose on that is just freaking amazing. Mm-hmm. And like I said, the palate, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Nope. Nothing wrong with it. Again, Corey, thank you so much. Michter's is putting out, I believe they're putting out their own stuff now. And they're going into the barrel at 103 proof, which is super low. Most people go in between like 120, 125.
Yep.
And good on them. Wild Turkey used to be around that like 105, 107 proof. And then it was like 110. And now I think they're up 115 proof. Because the higher the proof you can go in the barrel, the more yield you can get out of each barrel. But at the same time, they're saying they're going in at 103 proof because that is where they get the best flavor out of the barrels. It is obviously more costly to do that because you have to use more barrels. But, so when alcohol liquid, right, goes into a barrel, water is going to interact with the barrel differently than alcohol is. So the more alcohol you have in there, it's going to extract certain flavors from the wood compared to how much water it is going to extract certain flavors from the wood. I know, just went geeky nerdy on you guys, but...
Kyle the science guy. Last week we were talking about doing science experiments with water. Now we're talking about how a barrel extracts flavor.
So that's... And I would love to do like a contract distilled barrel with my exact specifications. And doing that, I would go in at between 103 and 107 proof into the barrel. I would. Because again, that's where you get a lot of the flavor. So, but that is one of the things when it's coming out of the barrel, it's obviously at a lower proof than if it went into 125. So I really think that's where they're able to get that amount of flavor for the lower proof. Because it's not technically the lack of alcohol that you get less flavor.
Yep.
It's just because it was watered down. If the water is there before it goes into the barrel,
I got you.
the water picks up those flavors.
Okay.
So, makes sense, right?
Yep. So this one here, very interesting. I mean,
hard to come by.
Hard to come by. Very hard to come by,
Yep.
in fact. So, but when you think about our spectrum, it's like the nose is just way up here, $100 out of the bat, and then the notes up front are just fantastic. Then the finish was maybe lacking a little bit, but now the aftertaste. It's like when you've had honey, or if you've ever had tea and you put a lot of honey in there and you drink it, and then afterwards you just, with your tongue kissing the top of your mouth and you've still got that honey note taste in there. That's what this leaves. It does leave that. It just doesn't have the spice and
that's a good way to put it.
Everything.
Tea with honey in it.
Yeah. That's the finish on this. So very nice. Very good.
Anyway, Michter's, I mean, great job. Keep up the good work. And their rye and bourbon are fantastic. Especially the rye. The rye is just out of this world. So, but anyway, I highly recommend it. And if you can find the toasted barrel, I'd say definitely pick it up. And
don't they make it toasted rye?
I believe they do. It's a lot harder to find. They also, I'm pretty sure they have a toasted barrel proof finish.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm almost positive they do. But yeah, barrel proof version of this. Oh man,
You kidding?
that would be killer. And it would, like I said, it just needed a little more oomph to it. So
I don't think I've ever come close to an 86 proof having this much flavor in it.
no, that's freaking awesome. So anyway, guys, appreciate all of you. T-shirts at Teespring. If you really love us, support us on Patreon. It really helps us out. And other than that, until Friday noon Central next week, cheers. Drink blind.
Drink blind.
We want to give a huge shout out to all of our Patreon people. Absolutely thank you. You guys are freaking magical. T-shirts at Teespring, link in the description.
Also, thank you to anyone who has ever supported us, whether that's either coming on a live, chit-chatting with us on a Thursday night, or if you just like to watch our episodes, we appreciate every one of you.
Until Friday noon Central next week, cheers.